Hello and welcome everyone. Today at Pragna we are going to talk about understanding the referral process, right, for prospective parents, how to handle documentation, how to handle the pre-adoption paperwork and stuff. And hi ma'am,
Hi.
can you hear me properly?
Yeah, sure,
Okay,
sure.
great, great. Thank you. Welcome to the Insta Live today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me also.
So, quickly for the people who are with us, Pushpalata ma'am has been a coordinator and counselor at Government Shishu Mandir, Bangalore, right? And I think we will start, ma'am, with a little bit. I'm sure that our viewers would like to know a little bit about you, and also what is it that really propelled or motivated you to get into adoption counseling?
Yeah, as I've done my MSc in psychological counseling from Bangalore University. Previously, I was working in observation home, which is the same department, women and child development department. There, I was dealing with juveniles who have done crimes like thief, killing, theft,
Yeah.
and killing. So there, I've done 3 years counseling that kind of children. Then again, I was shifted to adoption. This adoption was not my choice. It was by chance I got this job, and I found interested. And from past 5 years, I'm doing this job, and this is the job which is giving me self satisfaction.
That's really nice to know, ma'am, because we really need people like you to, like guide parents who are still in that process of making the decision, right? Because it is a very, very sensitive period of time where we need the right guidance, right? So we are very thankful that this happened to you by chance, but you are
Yeah.
here to, help and guide so many of us. So, ma'am, we'll go to some of the questions at Pragya. So I'm sure that you and all our followers, I'll just quickly say what we are doing at Pragna. We are really trying to hold hands for people who are starting this journey, right? Because like I said, mentioned before, it is an emotional as well as there are a lot of factors involved when a single parent or a family decides to adopt, right? It's just not a one night I wake up kind of a decision, right? So there are so many factors. There's emotional, society, there are paperworks and everything involved. What we are trying to do is guiding you, hand holding you through this process so that it becomes a little easier for you at the end of the day, right? With that intention, we have Pushpalata ma'am with us today who will help us understand the documentation of the, process that happens. So the questions that I will put forward to you, ma'am, are the ones that we get the most when we start counseling people,
Sure.
right? The first one being that if the parents drop the first referral, we all know that there are three referrals that everybody is getting. So how soon would they receive the second referral?
It is maybe within 13 to 60 days they will receive the second referral. Again, it depends upon the availability of the child.
Right,
Within
right. Okay.
30 to 60 days, all the three referrals will be shown.
Will be shown. Okay. And can you explain that what exactly happens when the mail or the message comes, right? There's a message that comes on your phone and there is a mail that comes. I think, I mean, for me, I can say that is the most, I think the message that frightened me, scared me and made me the happiest the day I got that message. So what happens once the PAP gets received that message in terms of processing?
Yeah, when they receive the message, they receive the photo of the child along with the MER, and MER is medical examination report and the child study report. What they need to do is first to see the picture of the child. If they are okay with the child, the photo of the child, then they need to see the MER medical report, go through
Right.
the MER and the child study report.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay.
When they are satisfied with the MER and the CSR, they have to reserve the child.
Okay.
Once they're
And
satisfied
how
with
many
the
days? There's,
within 2 days, they have to reserve the child.
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Once they reserve the child, there will be institution, whichever the agency is being referred, no? Their address will be mentioned, or otherwise the phone number will be mentioned, or you can get it in medical report also.
Right.
Agency address or the phone number will be available in child study report or the medical report also. They can contact that agency, whichever the address is mentioned, contact that agency and ask for what is the next procedure. Maybe they will, which is they have earlierly they which they had earlierly submitted for the home study report. The same documents will be asked here also.
Okay. Okay. Great.
And when the documents are submitted, the agency will fix a date, that is adoption committee meeting. Then the child will be handed over to the parents.
Okay, great. Now, when we get the MER report, and this comes many times, right? What is it that we are looking in that MER report? Like, how should we be prepared when they are, like, what are the main parameters that we need to look into the report?
MER consists of all the milestones from early stage to till date. All the health details will be mentioned in MER. Just parents has to look in whether the child is normal or abnormal, or the child's developmental milestones are according to the developmental milestones. They need to check all this.
Okay, and what if suppose I don't understand something? Because in some cases the MER reports are a little confusing, right?
Yeah.
So if I don't understand anything as a parent, prospective parent, can I call the agency and inquire about them?
Yeah, you can call the agency and request for any other medical reports if they need, and they can also show this medical reports to any other pediatricians also.
Right. That is, I think that is kind of a must, that you take that report and go to a pediatrician you trust and kind of show it, because we as layman will not always understand what the reports
All
are.
the medical terms will not be knowing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So you said that we have to, from the time the message comes, the picture, the SAR report comes, we have to reserve the child within 2 days. That is the time. Now my next question is, how many days do the PAPs have in hand after reserving the child to getting foster care? Like to go and get the child?
Within 1 month, all this procedure has to be completed. Submitting the documents, going for adoption committee meeting. Within 1 month, you will be handed over the child.
Okay. Now the IP portal, we know there's a lot, again, confusion, there's a lot of things around it. So if someone reserves the child through the 7-day portal on or IP, right? What is the time for foster care at that point?
It is also the same procedure, within 1 month. Once you reserve the child, it is again the same 1 month period time. All the procedure has to be completed within 1 month.
Okay. At this point, I would like to tell the audience here that if you have any questions for ma'am, please start typing in the comments, so that once I'm done with this set, then we can go to your queries. Okay. Now the next one is, in the case where the PAPs have opted for normal child but have received referral for a child with special needs. Okay, and it has happened. We have known some cases recently where this has happened. How can they protect their referral? Like, how can they ensure that they are not again going back in the waiting list?
Yeah. Once you receive the mail itself, you should not reserve the child itself. You will be having 2 days to reserve. No, in that time you should not reserve the child. You should leave it like that only. The next referral will be shown, or otherwise, if you think it would continue like that only, you should write a mail to CARA.
Okay.
What was your preferred this thing, and what have you have researched? Then maybe CARA will look into that matter and do the needful.
Okay. What is the expectation of agency through HSR? When the HSR is happening.
Basically, HSR is done to know about the parents. their emotional well-being, the physical well-being, the financial status, whether they are prepared for adoption, whether they can take care of the children well, uh, and yeah, that's all. Physical
That's
and out of
mainly, I
the
think that's
yeah.
mainly that they see. Prepared, how prepared, because we
How
also
well
have some cases where one parent is more ready and the other parent is, saying yes because of pressure. It
yeah,
happens,
yeah.
right? So I think
Maybe
those are
because
the things that yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Maybe because husband is forcing her, she may be willing to adopt the
Yeah,
child. That
yeah,
we have
yeah.
seen so many cases like that, and we look into the environmental this thing also. The grandparents' concern is also very much needed.
Right,
Uh,
right, right.
family
Okay,
background, the family consent is also very much needed.
okay. The last question that I have, and we already have many questions, as you can see in the comments, we'll go to that. How and what kind of support can the PAPs and the adoptive parents seek from their home agency? So the SAA where we went to, right, from our home agency in the process of adoption in present circumstances under CARA.
Yeah, yeah. Any kind of help we are ready to provide to parents, including psychological support. Any counseling is needed, or regarding the process, adoption process also. And until the child is gone to the parents, we are ready to help. Any kind of help is needed to parents.
So can we book counseling through our
Yeah,
SAAs? Can we do that?
yeah, yeah. If they
Okay.
feel that they need counseling, if they ask us, we will refer them to the counseling process also.
Okay. There was one question that I missed, and I would like to put in because this is really important. Is once we get the message and everything, right? And you mentioned that we'll have to resubmit documents, which we had already done. If you can just mention what are the documents that we need to submit, and also, which is a confusion, is some because some agencies ask, some don't. Is there a police verification that we need to do?
Yeah, this police verification is not mandatory. It depends on the agencies. If they feel
Mhm.
that they need a, police verification certificate, then they can ask for the police verification. It is not mandatory.
Mandatory.
Even
Okay.
the
Okay. Great.
psychological counseling report also, that is also not necessary. That is also not mandatory. If the agency feel that parents counseling report is necessary, they can ask for the psychological counseling report also. And in case of if the parents are taking older children and the immediate placement children,
Hmm.
then this counseling report is mandatory.
Mandatory. Okay. Okay. Understood. I think this is very helpful because this is always a confusion that is there. So, ma'am, now we'll go to these questions. Brinda Shah has a very unique question for us. What if we have got a referral but received no email or message from CARA? Even I have never heard this happening, but okay, in case this happens, does it happen?
No, it doesn't happen at all.
Brinda, I'm sure there will be some way that you will come to know, right? I mean, there will be some method in which
Yeah,
CARA will
this agency
inform
will
you.
also call the parents and say that you have been referred with a child, you can reserve the child.
So for us, our case, we did not get a call from the agency, but of course, email and messages were there, right? I
Okay.
mean, that's yeah.
Actually, we do it. Actually, we do it.
Okay, great, great. Kirtana wants to know, many time PAPs who receive special need children referrals, they often lose one referral option. Like in the sense that we are going back to our earlier question that I have opted for a normal child, but I have got the referral for a special child. However, that referral is included in my 3 referral list.
Two referrals will be left over. No, you can reserve the child in that two referrals itself. Otherwise, you can request CARA.
Write to CARA, I guess, and kind of
Yeah.
take the fight with them is, I think, all that you can do,
It
right?
takes time
Okay.
also. Otherwise, it is better to reserve the child in those two referrals only.
Ashwini wants to know how can we get counselors. I think ma'am already answered that. You can contact your agency, your SAA, right? And they will like get counselors. And I think yeah, that's the best way of getting that done, right? Uh, Shana wants to know, how can home agency help PAPs? How can they leverage them? I think that's the answer, ma'am, that you gave already. Would you like to add anything, that how can home agency help PAPs?
Uh, no,
Just
the same thing.
same, right? Yeah.
Please cover all the this thing.
At what seniority number we can expect a referral? This is, ma'am, please explain. I think we have explained it enough, but I think you will explain it better. So maybe just tell it for our audience here.
Yeah, it basically depends upon the availability of the child. We cannot say precisely on which seniority number you will be getting the child, and it is the matching of the child photo and the parents photo. No, when the child photo is matching with the parents, then you will be shown. You will be shown with the reference.
And also it depends also on your date of registration. It kind of reflects, right? So like I said, just keep an eye on which date of registration the parents are getting the referral. If it is anywhere
Once you are
closer to your, right?
when you are near to 3 years or when 3 years has happened, you will be given with the reference.
Yeah. So if it is anywhere, suppose you have registered on 14th December, I'm just giving an example, right? If you have done that, right, and you can see that people who have registered on 10th or 12th that have started getting referrals, keep an eye out, because
Yeah.
it might be in the next coming few weeks, it will be your time. I think that's the best way of judging, because you cannot judge your referral date by your seniority number. It becomes very difficult, right, ma'am? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I think we have mostly covered all your questions. If anybody has anything else that they want to, or ma'am, if you think that, if there is something that you would like to tell the PAPs also, because with your experience, I'm sure you face a lot many questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Mostly have patience until you are been referred with a child. Be patient, and immediately when you get a referral from a CARA, please contact the agency and go. If you don't know about the procedures, contact the agency and know the procedures. Then contact the referred agency, so that you will come to know the procedure and you will not be confused.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I think, how do we get police verification done?
Yeah, you need to contact the nearest police station, or you can apply in Bangalore one for the police verification. Then you will get a call from police station. Then you need to visit police station and get it done, the police verification.
And also police verification, when you say nearest police station, of the address that you have given.
Yeah.
Because many people will have, dual addresses, right? So please keep this in mind. Please go to the police station of the address which you have put in your form, right?
Yes.
We have another question. Which medical tests are required for the PAPs? See, there's a list.
From the agency, we have a particular format in CARA. If you just show that format to the doctors, they will come to know what other tests has to be done.
Yeah, so you have to do all the tests, and very importantly, you have to get it attested by the doctor. Right? I think we have to get that, sign and this thing.
Sign and stamp of the doctor, medical practitioner is important.
I think, is it mandatory? So can we go and see the child before accepting referral? I guess very important
It's not possible at all. Because we don't know whether once you reserve the child, before reserving the child, if you take details of the children, we don't know whether you will be reserving the child or not.
Right.
If you
also, ma'am, in some cases that we have seen is that some agencies will show you the child through video call, okay? But some agencies are very strict. Like our agency was like, we cannot, it's the security of our children. They are still our children. Till it gets, till foster care is over, they're still our children, and it is a matter of security. We cannot bridge that. So they did not even allow a video call for us. But I think some agencies do.
In case of special need or immediate placement children, we will show you the videos and photos also. because they need to know about know more about the children, no? So in case of specially, they are allowed to go for the video call.
Okay, okay. How to get police verification is mandatory or not? I think ma'am already answered this. Is that it depends on the agency, because like she said, some agencies ask for it, some don't, right? But I think if your agency is asking for it, you have to, right, ma'am? Then you
Yeah,
cannot say no.
you have to do it.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am. I think this is very, very helpful. Thank you so much. I think a lot of confusion, had been addressed. Okay, we'll just take one last question. We just came. What should parents expect about the health of children?
Yeah. Already answered, I think.
And here,
Whether their child is normal or abnormal, and some parents go deep into the health matters,
yeah.
including the genetic issues was there. Is there any problem in the brain? Everything they go so deeply that we feel frustrated. So they go, they child for so many testings. The child blood will be drawn, X-rays, scans, everything will be there. So it depends again on the parents.
Right,
whatever the whatever the health facilities, whatever the checking facilities are available according to the government laws, all the facilities, all the health checkups will be done by the agencies. Apart from that, if they want go for further health checkups, they can go once they resolve
So
the
you
child.
mean that when the parents are coming for foster care, they can take the child for extra test is what you
Yeah,
mean, right?
yeah. Once they resolve the child only.
Once they reserve the child, of course, of course. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. I think we should do this again. After maybe few days, if you are okay with it, because like you can see, parents, they're anxious, right? We are all anxious and we are waiting, and little guidance like this coming from you and coming from experienced people like you really helps everyone. Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you everybody for being so patient, respectful, during our life. As I already, mentioned while starting, Pragna is here because of this. We are here to kind of help you emotionally as well as with your paperwork, with legal work, with your medical, queries that you have. So if you are a PAP, if you are an adoptive parent, or if you are an adoptee yourself who is here with us today, and you feel that there is some guidance and support that you need, we are here for you. Recognize your friend. Please do come to us, reach us through our mobile. We are here on Instagram. We our email ID pragnat@gmail.com. Reach out to us and we will try our best to help you. If not anything, we can listen to you. Okay. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Please take care.
Thanks,
Okay.
Pragmatic, for
Bye.
providing this beautiful opportunity to come in live and talk about the referral process.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.